Your teacher is flipping your classroom, and you are not sure how to tackle a flipped course? What should you expect? What will the advantages and the disadvantages be? In this video we'll go over all these points, but let me start by explaining the concept of a flipped classroom. In a traditional class, your teacher presents some new information for you to learn. Then you go home to work through the material and complete assignments on your own. In a flipped classroom this process is reversed. First, you are assigned some new material to work on by yourself, maybe a chapter to read, or a video to watch. Then, you go to class and complete some practical exercises, often in small groups, in the presence of the teacher. Note that unless the concepts are particularly complicated, the teacher will not go over the material again. In fact, in a flipped classroom the teacher does not formally present the learning material in class. This should be good news. No more boring lectures. So here is a first important point. It is very important that you prepare well for class. Often, to make sure this happens, teachers will ask you to take a quiz on the reading before or at the beginning of class. Moreover, when you come to class, you are expected to know your reading so that you can start working on your exercises, which is hard to do if you have not prepared. You might be wondering, what if I did prepare but simply did not understand everything? You don't need to worry. Your teacher does not expect you to understand everything before the lecture, and will make sure to provide opportunities for you to ask questions. In fact, one of the main advantages of flipped learning is that by not having to cover the easy stuff in class, more time is left for the teacher to focus on the hard concepts. This brings me to advice number 2. As you prepare for class, if you have trouble understanding something, write it down and come to class with a list of questions and points that you want the teacher to go over. This will help your teacher know what he has to concentrate on, and you will get the most out of the class. At this stage of the video, let me ask, why do you think your teacher is flipping the classroom? Well, there are many studies that demonstrate that students in flipped classroom develop a better understanding of the teaching material, and by better, I mean deeper, but also longer lasting. Incidentally, you will be happy to know that statistically, students in flipped classrooms get better grades than in traditional classrooms. While this sounds great, it's only fair to let you know that these better results only come through hard work. Many students find flipped classroom more rewarding, but also harder. In fact, your teacher is likely shifting the focus from memorization of concepts to application of concepts, which is much harder to do. So, at least initially, flipping can be disorienting. So here is some final advice on how to get your bearings in a flipped classroom. First of all, try to have a clear picture of what your teacher wants you to achieve. Most teachers will clearly identify learning objectives for each unit. As you work through your reading and your in-class activities, always relate what you are doing to these goals. This will help you make sure that you are on the right path. The second advice is, during class time, be as active as you can. It is mainly your behavior in class that will determine your success. Be engaged, creative, and allow yourself to make mistakes. Flipped classrooms provide students many opportunities to test your understanding and get feedback on it before exams, so take advantage of this possibility. I hope you will find this advice useful, and I wish you good luck in your class. I hope you will enjoy the flipping. Do let us know how it goes in the comments below.